Many dream of wealth, believing it will solve their problems and bring happiness. The world measures success by money and possessions, but the Bible warns us otherwise. Money itself isn't evil, it's just a tool. The danger lies in loving money. The desire to get rich can lead us into spiritual danger, like a road that seems safe but ends in disaster. God warns us because he knows how easily our hearts can be led astray. The Apostle Paul wrote to Timothy, "Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap that leads to ruin and destruction." This warning isn't just for the wealthy, it's for anyone who craves riches. The pursuit of wealth is filled with hidden traps that can consume us. God wants us to live meaningful lives, not ones obsessed with money. Chasing wealth often leads to a cycle of never being satisfied, pulling us away from what truly matters. The Bible urges us to see wealth from an eternal perspective. Our relationship with God is what lasts. True fulfillment isn't found in possessions but in storing up treasures in heaven. God's warning is an invitation to seek something greater than money. The desire for wealth is like a shiny lure hiding a sharp hook. It promises happiness and freedom, but often leads to compromise. People may neglect family or faith, or cut corners for profit, justifying it as for the future. Small temptations grow, and soon money becomes an idol, something we trust more than God. We start looking to our bank accounts for security, forgetting God's care is eternal. Jesus said, "You cannot serve both God and money. We must choose our master." When money rules, our decisions are driven by gain, not by God's will. This trap changes us, making us anxious, selfish, and less compassionate. We see others as competitors, not people to love. God warns us because he wants us to be free from anxiety and greed. Serving money brings pressure, serving God brings peace. Escaping the trap starts with a choice, to serve God, not wealth. True freedom is found in trusting God, not in chasing riches. The world's promises are empty, but God's promises are sure. Choose wisely, your heart can only have one master. The love of money breeds foolish and harmful desires. We chase after the latest things thinking they'll bring happiness, but it's a treadmill that never ends. These desires damage relationships, friendships, marriages, even our own souls. The more we get, the more empty we feel, always wanting the next thing. The story of the rich young ruler shows this. He walked away from Jesus, unable to let go of his wealth. His riches became a barrier to true life. The pursuit of wealth can lead to dishonesty, selfishness, and spiritual blindness. We justify wrong actions for the sake of gain, losing sight of what's right. God warns us because he wants to protect us from these traps. He calls us to live with integrity, finding joy in giving, not just getting. True wisdom is seeking God, not possessions. The world's treasures fade, but God's rewards last forever. Don't trade your soul for temporary things. The Bible warns that chasing wealth can plunge us into ruin and destruction. It's not just a stumble, it's being overwhelmed and lost. In seeking riches, people can lose what matters most: family, health, integrity, even their soul. The story of Achan shows how greed can bring disaster not just to ourselves but to those we love. Jesus' parable of the rich fool reminds us, storing up treasures for ourselves while ignoring God leads to emptiness. When life ends, earthly riches mean nothing if we're spiritually bankrupt. A life built on money is like a house on sand. When storms come, it collapses. God wants us to build on the solid rock of Christ, not the shifting sands of wealth. Security is found in God's love, not in possessions. Gaining the world isn't worth losing your soul. True life is found in knowing Jesus, not in what we own. The cost of material gain is too high if it costs us our relationship with God. Choose the foundation that lasts. So what's the better way? The Bible calls us to seek true riches: righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. These are treasures that last forever. We're called to be content, trusting God's promise, "Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you." Contentment isn't laziness, it's finding peace in God, not in our bank account. Jesus said, "Store up treasures in heaven, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." We do this by loving others, sharing the good news, and helping those in need. When our hearts are set on eternity, our desire for temporary things fades. The Bible's warning isn't to make us feel guilty, but to guide us to a better life. The pursuit of wealth leads to emptiness. The pursuit of God leads to peace and purpose. True riches are found in a heart that trusts and follows God. Seek him first. He is the treasure that never fades.